Tony G is looking down at Jack 10 offsuit.
You're getting some good counseling, bro. Your counseling's
You don't think I
working.
can make fun of myself a little bit? Come on now.
You're discovering yourself, but that's good. You're getting self-aware now.
All right, I need to,
You're working out. You might not be as good at poker as you believed, right?
need a limp in.
Pre-flop, this is another spot where everything looks routine on the surface, but the stack-to-pot ratio is already primed for carnage. Brunson opens tens, which is absolutely standard. It is a premium in this lineup and plays very well deep. Tony G flats in position. That is a perfectly reasonable peel against an older, tighter opener.
Just because it's dial, I want to play with it.
Especially when he expects to outplay people post-flop.
You've got 100 there, Dal, or what?
It's got 100.
Yeah, maybe this is a good time to squeeze here.
Test it out. Test the waters. Test the water. I think you're just thinking about calling.
I should squeeze, really.
Squeeze.
I've never seen a guy squeeze after they make the announcement of this would be a good time to squeeze in 10 years of cards at this point. I'm going to do that move someday.
Will you call 8 more?
I'll call 8 more.
If I make the announcement.
Will you call 10 more?
I think we're getting out of hand now. Let's just play the hand. Call the 15 or fold. That's your two options.
No, then what are you talking about?
Raise. Go for it. Make it happen.
Actually, it's three-handed, so you probably shouldn't be killing the...
He started the talking.
You're threatening. Pull the trigger.
Okay, I raised 10,000 more.
Wow, that's a first.
Yeah, that is a first.
Can you raise 10?
Hellmuth then wakes up in the blinds and squeezes to 8,400 with ace-5 suited. That is classic Phil. A light but not crazy 3-bet, leveraging his image and trying to isolate Doyle. When Brunson just calls with 10s rather than 4-betting, his hand is a bit under-repped.
As a poker spectator, I'd like to say I like the way this hand is
This is going to be a fun hand. We got a fun hand going on here. A lot of crazy talk.
I just want to be in a pot. I can't say no to this pot.
And Tony comes along closing the action, getting a great price. Three-way, bloated pot, and two of the hands are badly disguised. It is a recipe for someone to get stacked if they connect hard with the board. The flop is about as good as it gets for Tony, and about as awkward as it gets for the other two. Tony has smashed it, flopping tripjacks with a decent kicker in a pot where he is not expected to have many Jack X combos, compared with the pre-flop raiser and the 3-better.
You hit it that good?
Hellmuth has completely whiffed and correctly shuts down. Brunson looks at an overpair in a 3-bet pot on a paired, relatively dry board and does the thing 10s want to do most often here. He continuation bets 18,000. From his perspective, he is targeting exactly the kind of hands Tony and Phil can have a ton of.
Now you can move in. Be the hero. I'm all in, whatever comes.
You're all in now?
Yeah, I'm all in.
He's all in the dark.
All in the dark.
Tony's check shove over the top is then a very clean piece of value and protection combined. With trips in a pot that already has serious money in the middle, he wants to deny equity from overcards and backdoor draws and, crucially, get paid by exactly the kind of pair Doyle is holding.
Come what may. That's commitment to the game.
Folding 10s here versus Tony's range would be extremely tight because Tony can absolutely show up with lower pocket pair, random bluffs, and some floats turning his hand into a semi-bluff.
I love the game so much. Absolutely love it.
I guess you got me covered, huh?
Probably not.
So you just came in and hit a jack, right? Instead of the 2-8 you got.
When he beat.
What do you got, Doyle? 2 10s?
You got it.
You got 2 10s?
Yeah.
Just because Tony's right doesn't mean you are, Doyle.
I just don't believe you got it, buddy.
There he goes.
2 10s is very bad.
Bad.
You're drawing dead to 2 10s.
Oh, what a disgusting feeling.
And you,
Reload.
how sick is that? How did I guessed his hand too? Because he said 2 8s, I guess. No, you've got some chips.
That was a good read.
Tony G is looking down on 7-5 offsuit. This pre-flop is one of those spots where history sets the trap before the cards even hit the felt. Tony G opens the button with 7-5 offsuit, which is basically him saying, I'm raising my seat, not my hand. He knows the table. He knows Negreanu will defend wide from the big blind.
I'm going to raise you.
And does exactly what a strong thinking player does versus a loose button steal. He pushes back. The re-raise to 4,400 is not just value, it is a message.
I'm going to raise the pot.
Oh, this is the type of game it is, huh?
You have no idea. It's been
Every hand?
every hand. From the very first hand, too.
It's been vicious.
32 more?
To 4,400.
That's the first time I've re-raised from the big blind.
Tony calls.
You must have a really good hand.
It's true. Re-raised him from the big blind when he raised on the button? Very first time.
The flop comes king, 9, 8, and for Negreanu, this is about as good as it gets without actually making a hand.
You must have a really good hand.
Not bad.
Did you qualify?
I qualified.
Qualified.
Queen 10 suited here is a dream semi-bluff. Range-wise, it smashes him as the 3-better.
Take it.
He has all the big broadways, all the strong kings, all the overpairs. Tony, on the other hand, is sitting there with 7 high and a handful of backdoors. The turn brings the ace, and that card completely rewrites the script in a very subtle way. For Negreanu, range-wise, it is an absolute slam-dunk card to barrel. The ace belongs to the pre-flop 3-better. This is where Tony's line becomes dangerous. With 7-5, he has almost nothing, some tiny backdoor straight ideas, but nothing you want to stack off with. Yet he raises to 30,000. That raise is not about his hand. It is about everything he knows about Negreanu's range and the situation.
Guess what I got?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I got. You're gonna have to take it,
Maybe
sir.
a draw.
Daniel folds.
Maniac play pays off again.
Queen 10 of spades I had.
Just threw 20 in, hoping for the best. You the Mr. Robo, right?
I'm happy to be at this table. Chips are fine.
Friendlies, we're very liberal.
Bet 10,000, get raised. Insta-muck. My type of game.
Tony G is looking down at 6-5 offsuit, pre-flop. This is one of those quiet little heads-up pots where the cards almost don't matter as much as the story each player is trying to tell. Hellmuth opens Jack 10 offsuit, which is fine as a standard raise with a playable Broadway hand. Tony G flats kind of loose, low-connected hand he loves to take in position. Against Phil, Tony knows he can realize a lot of equity post-flop just by applying pressure.
Good luck to him, right? If he's got it.
So calling and keeping the pot small is exactly on brand.
I just want to play with it. Stimulating.
The flop comes, and it is a board that massively favors the pre-flop raiser's range, but not Phil's actual hand. With Jack 10, he has nothing but some backdoor possibilities. When he checks, he basically concedes the initiative, and Tony does exactly what he is supposed to do, bet 4,000 with his 6-5. He has a bit of straight drawer equity and a very credible story. His range is full of ace-x and strong draws that would all see bet here. The turn is a brick in terms of top pair, but it improves Tony slightly with a double gut shot and gives the board more low, connected texture. Phil checks again, and Tony fires 11,000, turning up the pressure.
I'm committed to the pot, Phil. Are you committed?
From Tony's side, this is a very good second barrel. He can fold out exactly the kind of marginal, showdown-less hands Phil is clinging to.
I believe you.
You want to see one card?
I do.
One card, it's special. You can choose one, hang on.
Which one? Which one, Phil?
I don't want to see this one.
That was the small one, unfortunately. Yeah, I had a good hand, a legitimate hand, and I was committed to the pot, which I declared.
I should have raised you.
We should have raised, that's right, but you didn't have the heart and commitment.
Oh, don't worry, I'm steamed right now. I want to
I
play
know
pots
you're
against
steamed.
you. Right now, I want you
I
in
know
every
that.
pot I'm in.
But 11,000 was too rich for you.
No, I almost raised it. I
I
thought
know you
about
did.
it.
I know you did. You just didn't have the heart.
I had nothing. I mean, I couldn't beat a pair.
I had the ace-5, so you would have got me off.
I don't think so.
Daniel Negreanu is holding ace-10 suited. Pre-flop is all ego and leverage. Tony G opens small Houston flats, and Negreanu snaps on the squeeze to 7K.
Well, if at first you don't succeed,
You must.
you make it 7,000.
Perfect against two wide ranges. Tony G knows Houston's call is weak money and fires back to 24K with pocket eights, classic isolation, and dare 4-bet. Negreanu takes the button, keeps Tony's bluffs in, and controls the pot. That flat says, I'll outplay you post-flop, keep the range wide. Flop comes rainbow, Negreanu's dream in a 4-bet pot, top pair, ace kicker, clean texture.
I'm all in.
Tony shoves.
Who cares? I guess you got, what, you have kings now?
I'm committed again.
No, I know you are. Okay, you can show me one if you want.
Even if you gave me $1 million, I wouldn't show you.
$1 million? Oh boy, Tony G. I guess I should. You're a nice guy. You do good things with your money, right?
I do.
You do? All right, I'll give you some more, I guess. All right.
Daniel calls.
You have kings or something?
No, one time. No.
Jack of clubs on the turn.
Oh my God, did that make him more outs?
Yeah.
I just realized. Oh God, I was like, oh Jack, that's a good card.
The river. The king of hearts.
It's a scary one.
Daniel Negreanu has 6-3 suited.
Tony, the only reason I played is they told me you were going to be on the show. They just called me right now at my house, and they're like, we got a game with Tony G. And I got here as fast as I could.
And
so
if you didn't, someone else would have. It was a race, and you just beat someone else.
Pre-flop, this is Tony G doing Tony G things.
And you folded every hand, and you're tilting me up so much.
Hello? I have folded 2 hands.
He opens to 1500 with 10 deuce offsuit, pure ego fuel, not hand strength.
What is going on here? Bring someone that's gonna play a hand.
It is the kind of stab he loves.
Okay, I'll play.
6-3 suited looks like garbage on paper, but against Tony's opening range, it is exactly the kind of hand you do not mind defending. It is cheap, it is suited, it can flop disguise monsters, and most importantly, it keeps Tony's bluffs in the pot.
I'm the donkey, I gotta sit here and play every hand?
I have a Maniac on my left.
What Maniac? I'm just playing.
You have to play tight when you have a Maniac on your left.
The flop comes ace-6-6, and it is about as close to a dream as you can script for the big blind defend. Negreanu goes from speculative suited trash to trips with 99% chance to win. The only question left is whether Tony G can read him for what he has or not.
Daniel thinks you can just take it from me.
He is up against a line that screams real strength from a player who is not known for punting stacks with nonsense in these spots.
You can. I mean, I can't defend it any
I
longer.
have 3 6s, by the way.
Really?
Of course, yeah. Because if I would have had nothing, you would have just played. But because I have 3 6s, you have to fold.
That is sick. You had 3 6s. Really?
I did, yes.
That's sick.
Tony G is looking down at ace-8 offsuit, but he's facing arguably the best in the world, Daniel Negreanu, who's holding jack-9 offsuit.
Tony calls.
I'm gonna raise you. Nothing crazy, just 2 more.
To 2800.
I'm committed.
Tony calls.
Committed to the river. He's committed.
The flop comes queen 10 deuce rainbow. The check from Tony indicates he's not as comfortable committing to the pot as he was pre-flop, so Daniel will now be looking to apply pressure. He bets $3,500, which doesn't really give Tony a read, so I don't see how he could fold here.
Tony calls.
He's committed.
Well, he qualified.
He's got hot with ace high. The turn, 5 of clubs.
The turn changes nothing, and Tony checks again. I think Daniel has no choice but to keep attacking here.
That's 7,500.
If Tony thinks his ace high may be good, he's right.
He doesn't seem to be going for the fold like Negreanu wants him to.
He calls.
He's qualified.
Daniel is acting confident, but if the river doesn't deliver him the straight, he might be in big trouble since Tony is first to act.
The river, the 6 of clubs. Tony checks.
I think Tony was planning on betting the river but got scared of the flush.
Another brick for Daniel. Here comes the 3rd barrel.
11,000.
Daniel's really hoping that Tony hasn't qualified.
Tony still looks like he doesn't want to fold, but folding or raising are the only options here. There's no way he just calls.
Qualified with a deuce or a 10?
Ace high.
I thought for sure it was a deuce.
I think Daniel's done a pretty good job of making this look like a value bet.
Easy money. There's so much in there. Take it.
Tony calls.
What if I'm on the show betting? I can't possibly have a pair. Ace is good. I have jack 9.
Tony G, man.
Tony G is looking down on queen 3 suited. Pre-flop. This is Tony G doing what he does best, setting the tone of the table. He opens the action with a hand that is nowhere near premium, but plays reasonably when he can take pots away with pressure and occasionally hit disguised flushes. Hellmuth just calls with pocket tens, which already starts to define ranges. When Phil flats instead of 3-betting, he keeps in all the weaker hands he hopes to control post-flop, but he also invites the rest of the table to join. Then Brunson in the big blind completes with Jack 10, closing the action and taking a very fair price with a connected, Broadway-adjacent hand. The flop comes and it poses more questions than it gives answers. And instantly everyone has something to think about. Tony, as the pre-flop raiser, continues for 5,000. From his point of view, this board is ideal for a continuation bet. It connects with his suited open by giving him a queen-high flush draw. It is hard for anyone to have a monster aside from sets or Jack X, and he can represent overpairs that he does not actually hold. Brunson's raise to 25,000 is where the hand sharpens. With Jack 10, he has top pair with a solid kicker and wants to deny cheap cards to exactly the kind of holdings that are out there, over cards with diamonds, smaller pairs with diamonds, and straight draws. By raising, he charges all of those while still expecting calls from weaker jacks and perhaps stubborn overpairs that do not believe him.
Is this for real? Are they recording this? I mean...
Are you recording this?
Is this for real? I mean, Nice, nice, nice. It's just so much fun here. I mean...
If it's not your first time here, please make sure to like and subscribe.
Well,
And if it's your first video ever, drop by in the comments and say hi. I will reply to everyone. Let's keep going, because the pots get bigger and the reactions get wilder.
Seen that show before.
And it works. Quick fold from Doyle.
cool. I wanted to fill in, so I wanted to give you the opportunity to participate. But you did. That's all.
Don't worry, Tony. I just had pocket tens. That's all. I just had a bad feeling you had the queens.
You would win.
Yeah. I had a bad feeling you had two queens before the flop, because every time I flop top pair, you have something. Every time I have a big hand, you have something. So
just wanted to give you a go. All right.